Hi guys, I am Susan. I work with Orange Light Energy with my business partner Jennifer. Do a lot of energetic healing and clearing services. My main guide is Archangel Metatron. These videos, I'm bringing through messages related to energies that are present within my own life, within the collective. Part of what is said is from my own experience, but other parts of it are words that are being given to me, messages that are intended to come through. Today I was hesitant to make this video, probably because I don't know where it's going to go. I don't really know what it is they want me to talk about, and I know that's my own wounding around control. It's more secure if you have an idea what you're going to talk about. Of course, I finally got around to doing it, and then I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So another lesson in that, I am sure. What they wanted me to talk about, the starting point of this, was how do we celebrate ourselves? There's a lot of times when things are heavier. When we're in these heavy energies, and it can be overwhelming. But at what point do we stop and we think about, what do I do right? What are the things I'm really good at? This information started to come through this morning. I was talking to a friend who has a daughter who just turned 4. And we were talking about her birthday, and he was like, no, she just had a day of fun. She went out in a go-kart, she rode a horse, she played in a field, she had cake. She did all of these things that made her happy. And I was like, wow, we really should try and do that. As an adult, do you celebrate your birthday? I know some do, but for others, for me, I'm always like, oh no, I've got other things to do. You worry about getting older. You worry about your responsibilities. You don't necessarily make time to focus on yourself. But what does that take from us when we don't put focus on ourselves? In part, it's self-care. What time do you give yourself? Do you have time for meditation? Do you give yourself time to do the things that inspire you, the things that, are important to you? Or do you feel instead under the weight of collective energies, of family responsibilities, work responsibilities, other things that are present in your life? I know that I felt a little strange talking about celebrating myself, finding joy, things like that, when the world is in a really heavy place. I'm recording this in May 2025. Whenever you're watching it, your situation may be different, but for me, I'm in a world, in a country where things are in turmoil. There's things happening that feel really heavy. And so, the thought of celebrating myself, looking at my own energy, taking time for my own energy feels like a lot. But maybe that's part of the message, that in those times you need it the most. In the times when things around you are heavy, how does it support you to be celebrating yourself, to be seeing yourself as strong, to be looking at what it is that you can do? That helps you move through these times. If you can look and be like, okay, but I could do this, I could do that. As you raise your energy up, your light is brighter. You can see your own strength. You can see your own power. You're more able to take action. If you feel weak, if you're looking at your traumas, the ways that you struggle, the ways that you see yourself as weaker, as having less power, then you are less likely to stand up. You are less likely to push back. You are less likely to be able to do the things that can really be impactful in your life and in the collective situations. There's times when I work with the energies of the goddess Isis, the Egyptian goddess, and her energies are a lot about empowerment, about strength, trying to get people to look at their strength without fear, trying to get them to look at themselves and move past those hesitations. There's so many ways that our society and our past experiences have made us look at power as something that is to be feared, something that is darker, when in reality you can be powerful and compassionate, powerful and magical, powerful and whatever it is that you want. Power doesn't only have to come with dark intentions, with heaviness. No, it doesn't have to be tied to those things, but that's what our societies and our experiences can teach us. As we can look at ourselves, look at our power, and be unafraid of it, we can rise in new ways. We can become something new. We can come back to things that we have been in past times. No, we don't need to give away our power. We don't need to give away our strength to others just because they're louder. No, to celebrate yourself is to look at yourself with pride, to look at yourself with excitement, to look beyond what you may think needs to change, and instead to be like, you know what, I am really good at this. I have real strength in doing this. I am able to do this. I bring this change. It could be anything. What is it that in yourself you can celebrate, that you can look at times in your life when things have gone well, when things have succeeded, to look at those times and to know that these are you, that's who you are, that you don't need to just think of the times when you have felt struggle. Even though those seem to be the times that are easier for us to hold on to, when you can step beyond them, you can find a whole new way forward. And so to celebrate yourself, it's about knowing yourself. Who are you? What is it that you want? This resonated with me. My birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'm thinking, I'll be taking my daughter to a dance competition. I'll be doing this. I have to do that. I don't have time for these things. But really, I'm going to make time. What do I want to do on that day? What am I going to do? I'm thinking maybe there's a forest by my house that I would want to go to. Somewhere special to go out for dinner, something to do with my family. Just to look and see what is it that would raise me up, that would give me an opportunity to do something out of the everyday routine, to do something just because it makes me happy. Children, animals, things like that, they do these things without thinking. What do I want to do? My cat doesn't care. She sleeps all day. She doesn't feel bad about that. A teenager would do the same thing. I'm just going to go sit and do this all day. And, I guess we lose that as we get older. We get all of these obligations to things that we think we're supposed to do. So to just take a minute and go, you know what? What does my energy need? What will make me feel better? Giving yourself that energy and that time will give you the strength to see yourself more fully, to recognize that you are not only your wounds, you are also your strengths, your victories. That you may look back and be surprised by the things that you have done that you kind of forgotten about, you put aside. You're too busy focusing on if you said the wrong thing, or you did the wrong thing, you bought the wrong thing, something didn't go as you expected. If you can step outside of those things and instead think about the victories, the times when things were great, when you did what was needed, the times you supported somebody, the times when, there's so many different things that it is that you could do. But as you can focus on those things and recognize that there is balance in your life, there are these things that are also of light. Everything is of balance. And if you focus only on one side, you don't see the totality of these things. So, the message is not really what I had expected it to be. And I hope that it resonates, because I can feel the struggle as I'm speaking about it, the struggle to feel, I suppose it's to feel worthy of that celebration. You know, when you see struggle around you, when you see things that are going on, you know, the 3D world is kicking my butt right now. There's things that are going on with my kids, things that are going on in the house, things that are going on all over the place that are just heavy. They're frustrating. You know, they're not things that I would choose. But I guess that's part of what he's saying, to find the opportunities, to recognize that there's intention in everything, there's purpose in everything. And if you can find that, if you can recognize that, you can come to it differently. Your perspective can be different. You can see things as potential, as being of benefit, things that hold great purpose instead of things that are just hard. You know, what is the lesson? What am I learning? What can change through this? It feels like a mixed message, celebrating yourself and figuring out all of these things. But I think celebrating yourself is a part of this path. If you can celebrate yourself, you're pushing past the fears, you're pushing past discomfort, you're pushing past wounding, and giving yourself an opportunity to see a side of yourself that maybe you don't see all that often. You know, in the routine of the daily life, in the obligations of life, in the events that are around us, the things that are out of our control. If we can look at them differently, perceive them differently, perceive our role in them differently, our power and our control in them differently, then we can approach them in new ways. We can come to them feeling hopeful, feeling powerful, feeling strong, knowing that we have control, that there are always things that we can do. And we can grow in whatever way that is. You know, if you're feeling strong, you know, if you're in a higher vibration, you can more easily connect with your guides, with the energies that you want to connect with. You know, a lower vibration, a place of struggle is going to make that harder for you. Your physical health can be impacted by being in a higher energy, by being in a place of joy. You know, all parts of your life can be impacted by that. Maybe that's why the message is important right now, even in a time of struggle, to recognize how you support your own energy, how you grow in these energies. To recognize that not everything is yours, not everything is your responsibility to fix or to change. You know, there's people who came on that life path. There may be things that are going on in the background that you have no idea about, ways that things will work out that you have no idea about. And to bring yourself down worrying about things that have not yet happened or things that are beyond your control is to hold yourself back. If instead you can focus on your energy, on raising your energy and seeing the potential and the strength in your energy, you can face anything. Again, I'm questioning, because it sounds like tangents, you know, we're going off in all of these different directions, but I'm sure it all comes together. You know, raising yourself up, celebrating yourself, knowing that you are strong, not feeling guilty for supporting your own energy. You know, to be strong empowers you to be strong for those around you, not just for yourself. It's all part of the path. I know. That's the message that they're bringing through, the energies right now. So I'm going to just leave it at that. I don't feel them giving me more. I hope this makes sense, that it supports you if you're watching it. Being supported right now by my little friend. I brought a couple of crystals to kind of balance my energy, a protective one and one about self-care. And then down here, I've got my little friend. Look, she is all snuggled up. Whoops, sorry, bad job with this. On her little Christmas blanket, her favorite little blanket. You know, things that make me happy, things that are about self-care for me today. I'm going to go outside and take a walk, get some fresh air. That love to you all. I hope everybody's doing okay, that you are moving through these energies well. Okay.